So similarly, I have completed the addition operation, and that is what being shown here, right? And it is not necessary that we should have only 2 by 2, right? I can have 3 rows, 2 columns. But whenever I have 3 rows, 2 columns for matrix A, I should have same 3 rows, 2 columns for my matrix B. Is that clear? So the number of rows should be same and number of columns should be same for both A and B. Is that clear? It is not that only square matrix I can able to do the addition operation. Is that clear? So for simplicity, I have taken 2, 2. You can also take 3 by 2, 4 by 1. It's your wish. Is that clear? So, but both A and B should have the same order. So here if it is going to be 3 by 2, here also B should also have 3 by 2 matrix. Clear? The order of A and B should be of same. Right? Now we'll move on to matrix multiplication. Right? Matrix addition we have seen. So for matrix multiplication, you have some rules to be followed. So in addition also you have got one rule. What is the rule? That both should have equal number of things. Both should be of same order, right? So for matrix multiplication, let us see what is the rule we have, right? And we can multiply two matrices if the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to the number of rows in the second matrix, right? I'll repeat it. We can multiply the two matrices if the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to the number of rows in the second matrix, right? And what is an easy method to determine is you write the order. For example, you take this is going to be one matrix and this is going to be in another matrix. And what is an order of this matrix? Order is nothing but how many rows you have got, how many columns you have got. So here how many rows I have? 1, 2. So I have 2 rows. How many columns I have? 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 columns here. Similarly for this matrix, what is going to be the number of rows? I have 2 rows and 2 columns, right? So it is going to be 2 by 2, right? So why we are writing 2 cross 3? Because it means 2 into 3, 6 elements will be there in the matrix. And here why I am writing 2 by 2? It means 2 into 2. So I will have 4 elements in this matrix. This is a general mathematical way of representing your matrix, the order of the matrix, right? So whenever if I want to perform the multiplication, then I need to check the column of my first matrix should be equal to the row of my second matrix, right? This is a first matrix, the second matrix. So here this is a column. Column should be equal to the row of the second matrix. But now when you check here I have 3 columns, but here I have 2 rows. So 2 is not equal to 3. So you cannot do the multiplication. Matrix multiplication is not possible, right? We'll see one more example. So here I will say 3, 2, 1, 2, 0, minus 1. Here what is an order? Again it is going to be 2 rows, 3 columns. So 2 into 3. Now you take next matrix B. Here I have 3 rows, 2 columns. Now here I am going to check the column of my first matrix with the row of my second matrix. Now this is also 3, this is also 3. Since these two things are equal, it means that I can do the multiplication, right? Now here when you see it is going to be 2 by 3 and here it is going to be 3 by 2. Both are different, right? So you might have a confusion. So what is going to be the order of my resultant matrix or the product matrix, right? Just you take the remaining numbers. So what is the remaining number here? This is going to be 2. This is going to be the 2. So the order of my product matrix is 2 by 2. That means the number of rows of my first matrix, number of columns of my second matrix, right? So this is what another thing you need to remember. Matrix multiplication is not commutative. That means A by B is not equal to B by A. Now because this is not possible, but we can do addition like that. A plus B, addition of two matrices is commutative. A plus B equal to B plus A. But matrix multiplication is not commutative, right? Right. We'll take one simple example like how to do the matrix multiplication. Till now we have seen when multiplication is possible, right? What is a rule for a multiplication? Now we'll take one example and we'll say how to do the matrix multiplication. And already you have studied this in your schools, but anyway let us just have a recap. So this is going to be my matrix A and this is going to be my matrix B, right? So how to do the multiplication here? I need to do like this, right? So that means 0 will be multiplied. This means this row will be multiplied with this columns. That is why we are saying that these two things should be equal, right? So here I will do what? 0 into 1 plus, say I need to find, already I told you your thing will have 3 by 2, right? My product will have what? 3 by 2. That means 3 rows and 2 columns. So I need to get 2 columns, right? So for that what I will do is to find out my first value, I need to do the addition, right? So addition of what? 0 into 1 plus 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3. So this is going to be my first value. Sum of all these things I am going to call it as my first value. And for my second value what I am going to do? I am going to take the same row 0, 1, 2, but I am going to shift to the next column. So 0 into 4 plus 1 into 5 plus 2 into 6. Is that clear? So same row, for column values what I am going to do? I am going to vary the columns of B, right? Similarly when you take your second value, again I need to go second row, I need to go to my second row. So 3 will be multiplied with 1 plus 1 into 2 plus 4 into 3. That is going to be my first value. For my second value, again same row, so 3 into 4 plus 1 into 5 plus 4 into 6, right? That is what we have got here. So like this I am completing my last row. 1 into 1 plus 5 into 2 plus 1 into 3. Next column value 1 into 4 plus 5 into 5 plus 1 into 6. Right? So after adding all these things I have got my resultant like this. This is what we are going to do. Now when you see here, right? When you see here I have just written 0 means what is the, that means 0th row 0th column. So I have written as A of 0, 0. And with what I have multiplied with the element of the B matrix. So again I am taking this B value as 0, 0. Next 1, 1 I have multiplied with 2. So I have taken 1. What is my 1? A of 0, 0th row, first element, mean first column. So second column value. Similarly this 2 I am taking it as what? Second row, first column value. So B of 1, 0. Similarly I have taken it for 3. Now when you see here, right? Now this A of 0 is going to be constant. Yes or no? A of 0, here also A of 0, here also A of 0, the first value. Next for the column 0, here 1, here 2. So I am varying the column values. Now similarly when you take your B value, The column is going to be constant in all the cases, but the rows gets varied. Clear? So this you should take care. Here I am varying the column values. Here I am varying the row values. Right? That is what is being, for that only I have written the values here. Now you just go through 0, A of 0, A of 0. Right? I am varying the column value, my second parameter. 0, here it is 1, here it is 2. Similarly, when you take your B, the first parameter is varying 0, 1, 2, where the second thing is 0, 0, 0. So I am varying the row values, here I am varying the column values. This will be helpful when you are writing your program for matrix multiplication. Right? Now we will move on to the program. So what is the rule for matrix multiplication? The column of your first matrix should be equal to the row of your second matrix. And what is going to be the order of your product matrix? That is going to be the row of first matrix and the column of your second matrix. So that is why we have 3 into 2. This is going to be an order of 3 by 2. 3 rows and 2 columns. Right? Now we'll move on to the program. Hash include stdio.h int main. So since I am here, it can be different, right? So here I can have one order for my A, and here I can have another order for my B array. So I need 4 things. These 2 things I have for rows and columns for my first matrix. Here rows and columns for my second matrix. And since we have here, I need to vary and I need to calculate. So here I am using 3 variables I, j, k to use it in for loop. And since I need to calculate the sum here, I am using a variable called sum equal to 0. And here I need 3 matrices. So first matrix, second matrix, and to store the product I am using one more matrix called pro. Right? So enter the number of rows and columns of first matrix. I am reading the number of rows and columns of my first matrix, and enter the elements of the first matrix. I am reading the elements of my first matrix. Right? So I already told you, to read the element of a 2-dimensional array, you need 2 for loops, one for row, another for column. So I have used R1, C1, and I am reading the elements of my first matrix. Right? And I will continue this. Right? Now I am reading the element of my second matrix. Here I told you, you can have a different order for my B matrix. So I am reading the number of rows and columns of my second matrix. So I am reading R2, C2. Now for matrix multiplication, you have a condition that the column of the first matrix, this is what we have seen, right? The column of first matrix should be equal to the row of the second matrix. That is what we have done here. Column of first matrix, right, should be equal. So if it is not equal to the row of the second matrix, then you need to print that matrices cannot be multiplied. Else I can do the multiplication, right? Else I can continue with my matrix multiplication. Then only I am going to read the elements of my second matrix. So again, as I told you, you need 2 for loops, R2, C2, this is for row, this is for column. I am reading the element of my second matrix, right? Now I need to do the multiplication, right? I told you, you need 3 variables for multiplication because I am going to keep 2 things constant. I am going to vary the another thing. So here this is for I is equal to 0, and I already told you for the product you have 3 by 2. That means row of the first matrix, column of your second matrix, right? That is what we have done here. Row of the first matrix, column of the second matrix, and which is common here? right? C1 equal to R2. So here in the place of C1, either I can use C1 or else I can use R2, because both the things are going to be same. Only if both the things are same, you can do the matrix multiplication, right? Now when you see here, as I told you already, you need to do the sum to find out one element of the array, right? So I need to do the sum. So for calculating the sum, here I have the equation. Sum is equal to sum plus, my sum value will be initially 0, 0 plus, from the first matrix I am taking the first element, right? So k is also 0, I is also 0, j equals also 0. So 0, 0 star. From the second matrix again I am taking what? 0, 0, right? So this is what your first element. A of 0, 0 multiplied by B of 0, 0, right? So first time I will do the multiplication, and with the sum I have added. So sum is equal to sum plus this thing, right? Now I will have the addition in my sum, right? That means 0 into 1. 0 into 1 plus 0, that will be present here, right? Next again I will move here. I have to vary my k value. So k equal to 1, but I and j are going to be constant. So here first of 0, now my k value equal to 1. When you see here, I am going to make my a of 0, but I need to what? I need to keep my row constant, but I need to move on to my next column value, right? I need to take this one. We have completed 0. Now I need to do with 1. So 1 into, similarly for B, I am going to do what? Second of k. So k equal to 1. That means here I am going to take my second row value. So 1 into 2. This after multiplying, I am going to add it with my sum. Already this result is being stored in sum, right? So similarly I will do it for k equal to 2, right? Have you understood? Here I am varying the k value. Why I am varying the k value? Because as I already told you, here I need to vary the column and here I need to vary my row values. So for that I am using the k value. So wherever it is varying, that we have done with the help of the k, right? Once I have completed for k, that result I have been stored in sum, and this sum I am going to store it in my C array. This sum I am going to store it in my C array, product of ij. So when you see here, after calculating all the sum, 0 into 1 plus 1 into 2 plus 2 into 3. What is the sum we are getting? 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 0, 8. So this 8 I will store it in C array. So what is my C array? 0, 0. This I and j I am not going to vary. This is going to be the same 0, 0. Right? Again I need to do the same thing for my next element. So I should not add this 8 with this thing, right? So again I need to make my sum equal to 0. So again I will move for varying my j value. Now I am not going to vary my I value. I am going to vary my j value. Why? Because I need to do it for this column value. 0 into 4 plus 1 into 5 plus 2 into 6. So I will vary the j value here. And then I will do the same thing again and I will find out the value of C of 0, 1. So here I is constant, j is 1. After completing this row, for the second row I will change my I value to be 1. Again for I equal to 1, j equal to 0, I will proceed the same values. Clear? This loop will continue to calculate all the values, right? And here I am going to print the product of the matrix. Product of the matrix, again I have stored everything in my product array. Just I am going to print it. So I have rows and columns, right? 2 for loops. So already I told you, you will have the row of your first and column of your second matrix. That is what we have done here. Row of the first matrix, column of your second matrix, and then I am printing the product array. Clear? This is a matrix multiplication. Just at home, after seeing this video, you just change your I, J, K value according to this, and you please verify it, right? If there is anything, any issues, any problem, if you're not able to understand, we'll see it once again, right? Now, next we'll move on to a transpose of a matrix. So till now we have seen addition and multiplication, right? Transpose is going to be a simple. So what is a transpose? Transpose of a matrix is obtained by interchanging rows and columns of a matrix. So whatever you have in a row, in a transpose, it is going to be in a column. So whatever you have it in a row, you are going to have it in a column. So this is what going to be the transpose of a given matrix. So when you have the order as 3 by 2, 3 by 2 means what? 3 rows and 2 columns. So in transpose you will have just the opposite. So 2 rows and 3 columns, right? Right. So here the order is going to be changed, but only for the square matrix the order is going to be the same even for your transpose matrix, right? We'll move on to the program. Actually this is a very simple program. Why? Because you already know how to read the elements of an array and all the other things, right? So just I'll tell you in brief what it is. Hash include stdio.h main. So 2 variables, row and column. Here I am going to use only one array A. So 1 row column variable is enough. And then I am going to store the transpose in another array called trans. And here I and j I am going to use it in a loop. So I have I and j. And here I am reading the number of rows and columns of a matrix into the variable called row and column. And here I am reading the element of a matrix using 2 for loops, right? Now when I am reading the element of A, I can directly store it in a transpose of a matrix, right? Right? So here if you want, you can have a separate for loops for first reading the element of an A matrix, and then again you can use the same for loops, and then you can have this statement. Is that clear? So here I can have trans of ij equal to A of ji. That means I am interchanging the row and column. So j is a column, so I am taking the column and row value and I am assigning it to what? Row and column value. Or else I can have like this. Row column can be written by, column row value can be assigned by row column value, right? So this is a very simple. So here when you take, I am taking A of 0, 0. A of 0, 0, I am assigning it to A of 0, 0. Now here this is what? A of 0, 1. That means 0th row first column. But I am assigning it to what? Trans of 1, 0. I am interchanging I and j value. So 1, 0. That is what returned here. Right? So either you can write in this way or you can write in this way. Both the things are going to be correct. Either you can read the elements of A matrix and then you can assign it to trans, or else while reading the elements of A matrix itself I can assign it to trans matrix. It's your wish. And then I can print the transpose of a matrix again by using 2 for loops, again by displaying trans of ij. Clear? Right. So with this I will conclude the two-dimensional matrix. In the next class we will see about strings, that means array of characters, and then we will move on to some more applications of your two-dimensional array, because with this two-dimensional array we have seen this many examples. After completing your array of characters, we will move on to some more examples, right? So please go through it, go through the videos 1 or 2 times, then only you can able to understand your matrix multiplication. If you have any doubts, you please kindly inform me in the group so that I can repeat it once again, right? And please be frank and please watch the videos. It is for your benefit I have taken all these efforts, and thank you, students.